Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
I don't have enough words to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafiets.
In June, locals say that since the death of the village elder, demons hung over the village. Minor quarrels immediately turn into village fights, and people are tense and withdrawn. Things are not looking good. Ask the woman about the ill-fortune in the village.
What changed in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed, before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Tragedies such as Vasily's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
Ask about the district's elders.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
This could also be the work of a Salita.
What do you mean?
The elder's death. Vasily's death was not peaceful. The elder died in the flames that consumed his house. The ruins are thought to be cursed, and locals speak of them with horror.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a Salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Superstitions. A woman in the cemetery claims the village is haunted by a lich. His name is Bukovic. The village residents, a peaceful and happy village. Not quite. The villagers are riled up on the point of break-in, laying the blame for their troubles on the actions of Bukovic. They are trying to defend themselves against his dark force with folk like this. Find the person with the flaw that wild Thaumaturge is seeking. Okay. Burned homestead. And no matter what, I gotta take the card. Okay. Let's check out the burned homestead. Locals recall the place with longing for lost peace and light, marked by death that has been cursed.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
A destroyed door frame by some miracle has survived the fire. Thick lines of wood grain are visible in the frame. They arrange themselves into words, carved as if by chisel. They scream about an attempt to break down the door. About the hinges finally letting go, they scream into a deaf void. Fear of the flames has embedded itself deep in the fabric of the doorframe, and trepidation about losing a loved one. Trace familiar, impetuous mercy.
A horrible death.
Place of death, a dry blood stain. It is soaked up into the burned boards of the house. The blood smells like something. It flowed quickly. The wood inflicted with the scissors wasn't harsh, but it was accurate. Life left the body, the heart went into a spasm, and the mind recognized the end. It lasted for some time, when the flames came, and the pain resounded anew.
True fear.
You've gained Ragdoll. It's a story. It looks old, haunting memory of a destroyed childhood. Oh my god. Put that into. This upgrade enables using perception of the dimension deed. Thief of Thought reduces focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is in the suffering state. This upgrade adds a point to the dimension deed. Self-cast makes every attack on the enemy get back some damage. Makes you lose focus instead of taking damage with 4-to-1 ratio. Bond of Brutality. I'll keep things even until I see like a deciding advantage. Can't actually. Oh. Bring it back. Inflicts damage. Okay, so. Strong attack. Double damage. Restores your focus. I guess I'll put that.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime. The murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
That's just trace. The same trace could be found in the rag top, the item dropped by the woman. This just smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Her heart is trembling, her fingers are stiff from anxiety, and her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. I may be able to find her home, and discover what's behind her jittery condition.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
Why the hurry, Father? We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
Oh,
There
we'll
are
put a
no
donation
Russian
in here,
outposts
that's
here.
for sure.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
Yeah, bitch. A proud answer, not only just from your form of pride, but also feed it even more. Say yes and that you can do it again.
I can do exactly the same to all of you.
He's not as weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
But not counting the priest. He's still alone.
Not anymore, I'm not.
You didn't notice that he actually does look better. Alright, puts me into round 2. I'm gonna get hit at least once. I'll take that hit. Bloody Penance. That's into round 2 also. It's taking him a long time to attack anyways. -1 focus. Let's go with a quick attack. And we're gonna need to restore my health. Round 4, but my guy's gonna go first. I'm gonna get this attack off. How do I switch targets? Alright, so, okay, the white fist tells me who's going first. Okay, so, he's going first. Ooh, I might be able to interrupt his plan. Oh, I got it. Nice. I'm gonna take a hit. Let's see if I can interrupt him. Why am I not healing? So he attacks and then I get hit. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep that healing up actually. But I can get a heavy attack on him. Whoa! Take out a counter? Deputy Niggas access. But he's got like no health left. He's done.
Are you alright, sir?
Me? Yes, but can these salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're alright, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
Alright, talk to Vishnu.
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasily's burned-out farmstead. Luca sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that. I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
And if that's not well located, it's clear it's not the first time Vesna has threatened someone with her husband. Luca must not have the best reputation in the village. Luca. Residents see Luca as a sullen churl and recluse. However, he seems to have a soft spot. Luca was at Vasily's house on the night the murder and fire took place.
I know you're scared, but please, just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
I do like the heart one. I try to convince Vesna to let you in, give her the little doll you found. I wonder if there's anything wrong with just making her feel safe, though. I know I have the doll.
Please, don't be afraid. I just need to know where I can find your husband.
He's chopping wood in the clearing by the forest.
I guess if I didn't have that option, I would use the doll. Who's this? This game.
Again.
This time, it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Did you hear? We're going to see Luca Bogosian.
Good for Luca.
I'm not here to fight.
So you, bro.
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the Salutor here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasily's death. The Salutor is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw, which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
Bitch, who are you talking to?
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again.
Unless you're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here.
Here you are. Vesely's flaw is mine, and yours.
Let's go backwards. Whoa, what the fuck? Fighting wild Salutors. To defeat a wild Salutor, you must rid the shadows that protect him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he will fight back. The bar tells you when the wild Salutor sends more enemies against you. This is crazy, dude. Oh, that's cool. I'm fighting the guy, but the thing is like a part of the background. All right, we got 2 different attacks coming in. I can still get him with the heavy. I can get a double health points. Yeah. Was that double damage? Damn. Suffering state. Vukovic has caused you to enter a suffering state. States can have a benign or potentially deadly effect. Read their descriptions carefully and don't get caught off guard. Okay. How do I see the thing? Okay. Receive damage 2 at the end of every round. The effect stacks 4 times. Okay, but I can get rid of that, right? Alright, so this big attack can go. This will remove status effects. Wow, it's like in all the people too. See if we can interrupt this. Wait, I can still get that attack off. Might as well heal. Reflex damage reduces focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is in a suffering state. Man.
You lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Taming and Thaumaturge. You defeat Buckleek, the deed dimensioned Thaumaturge. But you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Thaumaturge won't obey your orders, stops you from developing and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothed his anger. You achieved the unachievable.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you... Why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine. I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done? Go. You don't need to see this.
Force Vesna to flee Deep 1. Prevent Luca from making rash decisions. Remind Luca of the proof that he loves Vesna. I think I like the heart.
Nothing has to be decided at the moment. Certainly not things that can't be undone.
Well, exactly. Beat it, you scoundrels. There's enough blood in this village already. Sharing a village with murderers? You were the first to spill blood! It's not the same. If that's the case, you're banished from the village. Get out of here! We'll burn away the impurity you left in our village.
Alright, guys. It's a bit much. How do you do when the train arrives?
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be
You
here
look
any
like
moment.
you're supposed to have an Irish
I got a
accent.
tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
Alright, where are we going? I do like heart a lot, actually. Makes every attack maybe maximum possible damage. Slowing the enemy's actions. Increases damage from spells or next attack by 50%. I do like this max. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, interesting. Oh! And that's indeed acquired flaws. Vehemence. Ooh, is that a new attack? Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. That would be indeed. I wonder if that attack would apply to the damage over time.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father. Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I think maybe you should join my party.
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
I have to bury my father in Warsaw. What about you?
Thanks to you, I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
No.
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so...
So maybe his
also
visions,
sounds pretty
premonitions?
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
The only person I consider close is my sister, but Varsovians? Let's see. Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch bombing. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
What you've sensed in the passengers on your journey.
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three partitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've gotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
Sure.
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warsaw.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
When people unite, empires fall.
Daily Courier, latest news, the Chief of Police of the City of Warsaw hereby inform the general public that, in connection with Their Majesty's visit, the numbers of units patrolling the streets on this day will be doubled. In particular, constables will be on the lookout for the groups of troublemakers that have been gathering more and more recently near major thoroughfares to protest against thaumaturges and demand that His Majesty officially condemn thaumaturges as charlatans and a menace to humanity. Yesterday, near Rumarska Street, the police arrested 15 people who protested loudly and disrupted traffic, demanding that thaumaturgy be punishable by death. The protesters were intoxicated and started a fight with the police unit dispatched to the scene. The Warsaw Courier, when the issue of the courier is in your hands, the agency of Warsaw will be receiving its most distinguished guests, His Majesty Nicholas II, the Emperor of all Russia, the King of Poland, and Grand Duke of Finland, and Her Royal Highness Tsarina Alexandra Fyodorovna will arrive in our city this afternoon. This will be the royal couple's first visit to Warsaw. On this long-awaited joyous occasion, our city has taken up a festive appearance. Streets have been adorned with festoons of flowers and greenery, and the entire area that the royal procession will pass through is filled with crowds of people wishing to pay homage to their majesties on the behalf of Warsaw. Why is, their capitalized? Kingdom. And with the vow of loyalty and allegiance, Polish hearts send to the throne a quiet echo of fervent desires and lasting comfort. These arise from His Majesty's words, who declared in his grand manifestos that the ultimate goal was to ensure the happiness of all his loyal subjects and to discern all his loyal subjects' needs. Those gracious words of the sovereign have become a source of comfort for the people of the Kingdom of Poland. And in the name of comfort, the Polish people under Russian rule are happy to greet His Majesty today, trusting their substantial needs will be recognized and ready for civic and public service. Revolutionary leaflets. Brothers, the 11th hour workadays are killing us. Let's follow the example of the workers in German and English factories and fight to reduce them to 9 working hours. Join the strike and put down your tools and join the fight for our future. Menu. Kazakhstanska restaurant menu. Borscht or broth, fruit soup. Pottage with crayfish, goose and jelly, young turkey. All I care is I got points for it. I will strengthen my deed. What does this do? Does this mean it just shows what it can do? Okay, so does it mean I get a new attack? Action, reaction, additional skill. Skill additionally casts the state random enemy. Suffering receives damage. It's interesting. I think I'll look into it. Ooh, that's really good. Jump on the many experience points. The Country Weekly magazine, change of Warsaw's Governor General. Today, the Supreme Order of August 28th was announced the Governor General of Warsaw, commander of the Warsaw Military District, Adjunct General Maximovich, will be released from his current duties while retaining the title of Adjutant General, like adjacent. He will be replaced by his second command, Adjudicator. Yeah, Adjutant General Scotland. Anti-Thaumaturge leaflets. Citizen, be aware that Thaumaturges act in secret, plotting to bring down the economy and thus take complete control over our society. Let us protect our children from those degenerates waiting for the right moment to take control over the most innocent minds and souls. Let us get rid of these parasites. Recent research shows that Thaumaturge's brains are burned out from the thoughts that go against nature. Hence, they cannot be treated equally to normal people. Let us act now before it's too late. Ooh, there's a bulletin board. Wanted notice. Picture doesn't really mean much. To all police station chiefs of Warsaw, be aware of Baraki Nesdik, leader of the Shivs gang, recently seen near Wierzboza Street. Description here: blonde, blue, eyes blue, face round, stature sizable. Distinctive marks, dark circle around the eye signifying exceptional anger. He is a thief and murderer, particularly active in the Shormoshia area. Whoever notifies the authorities of the whereabouts and contributes to his apprehension shall be rewarded. This sounds like it might be a new flaw. Let's move on. Actual city that does not forget.
Why such a crowd?
The circus has come to town.
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers. Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me, are you Polish?
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa. Время террора закончилось.
Иди нахуй!
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestować.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samoobladanie, Poliaki. We won that rebel. The Loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
What?
That
No.
seems more like a job for the servants, young lady.
Go ahead. Look down. Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
I'll do it. Let's go, guys.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
Yeah. What do you think?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go.
Oh,
or
she knows.
I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy.
Who are you?
Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'm going to take a look around.
Bullets that fell from under the woman's dress scattered on the pavement. Small bullets carry big emotions. Hope, because they are meant to benefit the cause. Fear, which is difficult at times, makes its way even to even the hardest of hearts. And determination, the companion of courage, without which it would be impossible to face reality. Deed. Each bullet was hidden in the nooks and crannies of the undergarments with care and precision, just like the previous time and the time before that. This is nothing new for the person who took the risk.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
I hope you fight.
I was trying to keep from dragging ordinary people into the fight. They won't expect us to strike first. How many are coming with us?
Let's see for ourselves.
Oh, I forgot to do the upgrades. Shoot. Summoning another Thaumaturge. Oh, you can summon another Thaumaturge at any time. A green frame around the Thaumaturge's image means that they're exceptionally effective in a fight with the given enemy. Read the description above the Thaumaturge to find out why they would be useful at that moment. Okay. Focus deprivation will be more effective against the enemy. Double damage. Makes every attack on the enemy deal maximum damage possible. Suffering. This will work. gonna take a bit. Might be able to interrupt him. I see where you're at. Let's see if we can interrupt him. It's 14 points. Yeah, I was about to say, he should be dead. Traits. Enemies can have a trait that makes them immune to your attacks. Traits are related to different dimensions and they can be disabled. Disabling traits. To disable an enemy's trait, attack them with a Thaumaturge that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Note, if you don't have the required dimension force, you can take away all of your opponent's focus and launch a strong attack. So that one's good. Yeah, let's heal. Yes. So. Let's see here. That's gonna come before the gun. Wait, that's it. That's the regular. I have a negative status. Restored health points by 40% effects. Better get rid of that. Well, where did I get a gun? Alright, that hits pretty hard. Yeah, he's done.
Let us go. Name?
Shulski. Victor.
One of those Shulskis?
Yes.
My condolences. Now, profile.
Thank you.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where else am I supposed to?
Brown in the bucket, whiz on the wall.
You better remember that, too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Can I use the phone?
I wouldn't call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
Yeah, I'll admit it.
I spent a little time on the Rue de la Roquette in Paris.
It got demolished 5 years ago.
Oui. What about you? You seem to know your way around this setting. You been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment. And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find poles like you useful.
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
What exactly do your friends do?
I'd be glad to tell you, over coffee and jam donuts.
I'm afraid all these crews might have more questions and want to keep you here longer.
Then you won't just miss out on the pastries, but also an adventure worthy of a great cause.
Shulsky!
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
Another meeting. Fearless Vonda, the smuggler of bullets, proposed the meeting at Burke Roswitz. Vonda. The woman I met during the kettling incident was smuggling bullets in the nooks and crannies of her undergarments. Clearly, it wasn't the first time she's done that. Unfortunately, this time the garter didn't hold and the bullets fell to the pavement. Maybe fate will have us cross paths again, and we'll meet at Burke Rotblitz's for jam donuts.
What are you staring at, Ganef?
I don't know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. He's one of them that went after the Ruskies with his bare fists.
Alright, as a result of your decisions, this path is closed. Okay. Proudly confess you were brawling with the Russian
I
soldiers.
showed a couple of Russian soldiers when I think about the petitions.
I have moments like that sometimes.
And I gave it to some Ruskies in the kisser, too. There's this red-bearded fella sitting there. I glassed him in the face, then kicked him in the bean, and wham! On the floor. And I pinched his billfold, too.
Did anybody ask you? Shut your damn trap. Well, are you from somebody?
Yeah, I'm a Thaumaturge.
First of all, I am a Thaumaturge.
Now them I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishla who's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin or what?
Is my foreskin any of your fucking business?
Well, no. I was just...
Schmuck. But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
I'm just here for my father's funeral.
I hope you don't miss the funeral toasts. Welcome to Warsaw.
Shulsky, this yours?
Goddamn right it is.
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
Well, my pistol, bitch.
Can I ask why the sudden change of plans? Anyone I should thank?
If he wants to, he'll tell you himself.
Thank you.
Oh, I need 2 points for that? Yeah, that's what I figured. Slowing the enemy's actions, that could be very useful. Alright, so we got vitality and get chance. Okay. The skill additionally casts stay on random enemy. Yeah, we could do something with that. Oh, we could add both of these actually on there. We'll slow them down and increase the attack. What's going on? Okay, so these are more like okay. These are levels of power, so I can't put more than one. Alright. Recruiting for the Gendarmerie it is recommended to reject the following candidates immediately. Persons related to rebels, troublemakers, Jews, Thaumaturges. Any deviation from these instructions must be very well reviewed. Okay. If I can help her out. No, I guess not. Wanted list, Maria Brakova, 54, residing in Warsaw or Praga, accused of complicity in stealing 2,000 ruble worth of Dutch pomade. Wanted description, short in stature, blah 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 blah. Javisky, Morbusus, servant, and that. Okay, it's just a wanted list. All I know is it's giving me experience points. Sanctuary. During the time of our gracious Tsar Russia's visit to Warsaw, it was necessary to enhance the sense of security. Therefore, I ordain that the number of patrols be doubled. All station chiefs are required to comply with the order immediately. Signature. Alright. Just look if there's anything more. Eddie's the train.